Smart His Excellence Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert Bobi Wine, the People's Hope, omukulembeze waffe, omukulembeze w'eggwanga lino yalonda bannayuganda. His Excellence Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert Bobi Wine wetwogera kati ng'atuuse dda ku Parliament era ng'ono agenze okubaako ebyenjawulo byayogerezganyamu ne leader of opposition omukulu Honorable Joel Ssenyonyi. Wabula ekitwewuunyisizza pulezidenti w'eggwanga lino yalonda bannayuganda Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert Bobi Wine olutuuse ate ku Parliament ensonga zibadde endala nga bannabibiina ab'enjawulo babadde batudde era ng'ono atuuse n'omukulu Honorable Joel Ssenyonyi. Ndowooza obalaba bonna bali very smart, bali very demure. Yes, ye mukulembeze w'abantu. Kyennyinza okugamba nti oye president ali w'abantu yalondebwa bannayuganda Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert Bobi Wine. Ndowooza ebifaananyi ebyo biraba pulezidenti w'eggwanga amaze okuba nga ayingirawo ku Parliament era nga omukulu Honorable Joel Ssenyonyi ye yabayise. Yes, mukulembeze very most very demure. My lord, sure. Wow, Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert Bobi Wine oyo mukulembeze w'abantu. Ekyennyinza obbagamba nti oyo ye mukulembeze w'abantu. Tugende tulabe ate embeera nga bweri ne pulezidenti biki byeyetikidde bannayuganda ate olunaku olwaleero. Tuli ku Parliament n'omukulembeze waffe His Excellence Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert Bobi Wine ali ku Parliament. Tebalina kye batugamba balala. Njagala kubawa obubaka bwa mukulembeze bw'asitulidde abaana abali ku Parliament. Tuli wano ku Parliament.
Of opposition now in transit to PFF. So I would like that to be duly recognized because we had a delegates conference that convened at Katonga and I was duly elected, and we have an institution we are running there. We are in the process of morphing into PFF. So I headed a delegation here comprising of Honorable Waf here, Honorable Bakando here, and also Honorable Doreen Nyanjura here. I would like to thank the principals here, the various political entities, for organizing this arrangement, this forum, to jointly come out, condemn these transgressions. This is not a matter for Dr. Chiza Besigye. It's not a matter for Obedi Kamregeya. It's not a matter for the NUP victims who are languishing before the General Court Martial, and of course in other ungazetted detention facilities. It's not a matter for General Muntu or any of us. We are talking about universal human rights. We are talking about a travesty of justice which is under our watch, superintended over by people who are supposed to take charge of the country under the existing constitutional order. The greatest concern for all of us, the constitution right now is a mere paper tiger. And that should concern all of us. We oftentimes talk about the constitution being the supreme law of the land, but that's no more. It's an illusory document which is taking a direction parallel to what the powers that be are doing. It's incumbent upon all of us, regardless of our political differences, different political affiliations, rally in single file and take on the bull by the horns. And I'm glad this morning you have assembled here to make this proclamation that we stand in unison against this injustice. We thank you very, very much, all of you, the principals, for the firm stance you have taken. For the record, the General Court Martial is not a court, and I will request from our vocabulary to expand it. We should expand it from our vocabulary. It's a disciplinary committee. If you want to be civil enough, you can call it a tribunal. But it's not a court within the meaning of the law. It's a misnomer, even under the Constitution, under our laws. It's not a court of competent record. It's not a court of judicature. When we are looking at the hierarchy of courts, it's nowhere. It's like the Discipline and Rules Committee of Parliament. It's not a court. So, by continuing to call it a court, we are sanitizing it. And we give that facade of, trial being conducted by an impartial court, which is not the case. So let us call it what it is, a disciplinary committee of the military, where they are dragging civilians to subject them to martial law. And it's high time we came out together, assertively and aggressively, to say enough is enough. We have exhausted the legal processes of challenging the jurisdiction of this court, this tribunal over civilians. We have done that before. And I would like colleagues here, without singling out individuals, at least the Honorable Medal Sekona here led us very well in the case of Kabaziguruka, where a court unequivocally pronounced itself on this matter. Unequivocally. 2021, the decision was made. The Attorney General made an appeal, which is still pending. And those of you who are interested in this ruling, which was given by Justice Owinidor, 2021, staying execution of that proclamation. They were very instructive directives. He said, since this is a matter of great public concern, urgent in nature, it will be fixed and disposed of expeditiously. That was way back 5th August 2021. We are now in 2024. Maybe in his diction, with all due respect, the word expeditious has acquired a new meaning. Because if up to now it has not been disposed of, and I want to tell you for the record, since then, the justices of the Supreme Court were handling, many have passed on. Justice Opiowelu died, Justice Arach died, Justice Mwonda, Faith Mwonda. Now it's just Chibita and Owinidolo who are still there. And there is no indication as to when it's going to be disposed of. Members of Parliament who are here, Article 79 is very, very clear. It's a duty of all of you to jealously protect the Constitution, the sanctity of the Constitution, its spirit and the letter. Let us rise to the occasion, regardless of our political divide. As I conclude, the proceedings continue tomorrow. The proceedings, the impending proceedings, continue tomorrow. The worst experience you can have as a practicing advocate is to appear before that committee. We had long taken decisions never to appear there. I remember, for the record, I want to again remind those who are not aware. It's not the first time Dr. Besigye is appearing there. 2005 was there. And when we appeared with my brother here, Yusuf Nsibambi, then one of our legal counsel was bold enough, and this is what is demanded of all of us. The late Samuel Kaleganjo, when he looked at the whole hostile environment in that room, manned by the late General Winee, he said, "This is a kangaroo court." He described it up till, "This is a kangaroo court." Then Winee, in a bullish manner, with all, may his soul rest in eternal peace, asked, "Who has said it? Who has said it?" There was a deafening silence within, I don't want to call it courtroom, a room for a committee, I don't know, is it a committee room? In that committee room, there was deafening silence. Then Sam Kaleganjuba boldly stood up and said, "I said it." Winee rolled his eyes 360 degrees. Said, he didn't know what to do about him. This is exactly what we need to do. Simply because you could not drag him to the dog, he had to pounce on the little ones.